Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Wake up, scroll your phone, consume BS content, drag yourself through the day, Netflix, porn, sleep, repeat, no fire, no progress. It's just a slow death in disguise. That was my life. A blur of wasted days, watching others win while I remained stuck. I felt like a background character in my own story. Then I had a moment, a painful, gut-wrenching realization. I was the only one responsible for my mediocrity. So I made 8 moves. Not fluff, real, tangible shifts that changed everything. My mindset, my finances, my body, my discipline. This isn't some BS self-help theory. It's a battle-tested strategy. And if you're ready to burn your old self to the ground, you'll have these moves too. Let's dive in. Move 1. I cut out instant gratification. Modern life is an addiction machine, the definition of a matrix. And you're a slave to it. You scroll for hours but never find the time to read a book. You binge Netflix but can't sit still for 10 minutes in silence. You chase cheap dopamine instead of building anything real. The world is designed to enslave you to pleasure. Every food app, every social media site, and even most of the educational content you consume is designed to hijack your attention. Hell, even your mother spends 3 to 4 hours daily on TikTok. The problem? The more you indulge, the weaker you become. Every moment you give in to a quick dopamine hit, you deprive your future self of real success. This is because your brain becomes accustomed to the cheap and easy dopamine, losing the ability to pursue and work on long-term tasks and goals. No wonder you can't get shit done. You've become a mindless consumer, chasing distractions and junk dopamine. And yes, I agree, the system is built to enslave us all, but you have the choice to escape it. I was once trapped in the Matrix too, until I woke up from that coma and got my act together. No excuses. I went nuclear. No TikTok, no video games, no junk food, no porn. I replaced those bad habits with positive ones that bring me closer to my goals. 2 hours of deep work on my side hustle, working out, reading books, and meditating. For 2 weeks, I felt like a drug addict in withdrawal. My brain screamed for the distractions, but once I recalibrated my dopamine system, my focus skyrocketed. Deep work became effortless. Want to win? Starve distractions. Chase results. Move 2. I stopped being the victim and adopted a growth mindset. For years, I told myself I wasn't born talented, I don't have connections, the system is rigged, I am not smart enough. Here's the truth. The world doesn't care about your struggles, and it didn't care about my excuses either. Success doesn't come to those who whine about fairness. It comes to those who take extreme ownership of their circumstances. Dr. Carol Dweck, author of Mindset, explains the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are set in stone. They blame external factors for their failures. Growth-minded individuals, they believe skills and intelligence are developed through hard work and resilience. Look at David Goggins. Abused as a child, overweight, working a dead-end job, he could have played the victim card for life. Instead, he transformed himself into a Navy SEAL and an ultra-endurance athlete by sheer mental toughness. The moment I took full responsibility for my failures, my life transformed. I stopped blaming my circumstances. I started controlling what I could. I became ruthless with execution. You are not stuck. You are refusing to change. That ends today, if you choose to do something differently this time. Move 3. I took care of my temple. Your body is your temple, your foundation. If you're weak, overweight, or out of shape, it's because of your choices. And if you think it doesn't matter, you're lying to yourself. Even Mark Zuckerberg got his shit together and got shredded. Your body affects everything. Your confidence, your discipline, your energy. If you can't control what you eat and how you move, what makes you think you can control your life? Your body is either a weapon or a liability, and you do not need another liability in your life. Right? Weak body, weak discipline. Sluggish energy, bad execution. Poor posture, poor confidence. Low testosterone, no motivation. I started lifting, running, and eating clean. I didn't wait to feel motivated. I simply took action, and everything transformed. Increased confidence, greater respect, more energy, enhanced discipline. My life was transformed. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't just lift weights to look good. He trained to build mental resilience and unshakable confidence. The discipline you forge in the gym bleeds into everything else. No gym? Do push-ups and squats. No time? Wake up earlier. No money? Run outside. Calisthenics are free. If you want to dominate in life, first, you have to dominate your body. Move 4. I conditioned myself to love pain. Most people avoid discomfort. That's why they remain stuck. For years, I ran from difficulty. If something felt hard, I quit. Then I realized that the most successful people in history have one thing in common. They seek resistance. They avoid comfort and being complacent. Michael Jordan didn't just practice. He obsessed over his weaknesses. Elon Musk worked 100-hour weeks when Tesla was failing. The Navy SEALs train in unbearable conditions to forge unbreakable men. So stop complaining about how difficult life is because you're forced to be a responsible adult. The more you accept that life is hard and good things take time, you'll start progressing for real. Average people expect shit to be easy. Winners embrace the grind. I used to think success was supposed to be smooth, that if things got hard, it meant I was on the wrong path. Wrong. The grind is the price of entry. Growth happens in resistance. When I accepted discomfort, everything changed. I started chasing challenges instead of avoiding them. I started loving the struggle because I knew it was making me dangerous. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for life to get easier, because it never will. You just get stronger. Move 5. I became addicted to learning. Want to have any form of success in life? Then stop acting like you know everything, because you don't. Frankly, you don't even know what you don't know. The most successful people on the planet read every single day, not because they like books, but because they understand that knowledge is leverage. Every book is a shortcut. You're literally downloading decades of wisdom in a few hours, and yet you don't have time to read a book? What a joke. Your brain is a muscle. If you don't challenge it, it withers. If you want to win, you must feed your mind like an elite athlete fuels their body. Dr. Richard Feynman, one of the greatest physicists of all time, said the first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. Learning forces you to confront what you don't know, exposing your weaknesses and turning them into strengths. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science. Success isn't about being born smart. It's about never staying dumb. Read one book per week. Listen to audiobooks while commuting. Surround yourself with people smarter than you. Want to dominate life? Start with your mind. Move 6. I stopped wandering in circles. If you don't know where you're going, you'll wander in circles forever. Well, that was me, drifting through life, waiting for something to happen, hoping things would magically fall into place. Spoiler, they never do. The day I took control was the day I got painfully clear on my vision. I sat down and wrote it all out. Not just vague wishes like, I want to be successful. Real, concrete targets. How much money I wanted to make and the exact steps to get there. What my ideal body looked like and the daily habits required to achieve it. What kind of relationships I wanted and how I needed to show up to attract them, and where I wanted to be in 5 years and the actions necessary to make it happen. Clarity is power. Without it, you're lost. With it, you become unstoppable. Psychological studies show that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. This isn't motivation, it's science. Your brain is constantly bombarded with distractions. Writing down your goals creates cognitive reinforcement, making them more tangible and giving your brain a clear target. Write down your vision. Read it every day. Let it burn into your mind. Then get to fucking work. Move 7. I took back control of my mind. Your brain is a war zone. Constant noise, anxiety, overthinking, distractions. You can't focus for more than 10 seconds without checking your phone. And that's exactly why you're losing. You're not in control of your own mind. If you can't focus, you can't win. Attention is the most valuable currency in the world. Tech companies fight for every second of your time because they know controlling your mind means controlling your actions. Meditation changed that for me. It wasn't some spiritual BS. It was mental training. It was me learning how to shut out the noise, focus, and take back control. I started with just 5 minutes a day, sitting in silence, breathing, not reacting to every thought. At first, it sucked. My mind was screaming. But over time, I built mental discipline. I became sharper, calmer, and more focused than ever before. If you can't sit still for 5 minutes, that's not boredom. That's lack of control, and that's a weakness. Train your mind, or be a slave to your impulses forever. Move 8. I started my day by eating the frog. Most people start their day with easy wins, checking emails, scrolling their phone, grabbing coffee. Loser behavior. I started doing the opposite. I attacked the hardest, most important task of the day first thing in the morning. The thing I didn't want to do. The thing I kept procrastinating on. And the results? Insane. My productivity skyrocketed. My confidence exploded, and I stopped wasting my mornings on pointless shit. By the time most people were still warming up, I'd already conquered the biggest challenge of my day, and that momentum, it carried into everything else. Want to start winning? Identify the hardest, ugliest, most impactful task of your day, and do it first. No excuses, no delays, just pure execution. You now have the 8 moves that took me from painfully average to unstoppable. But knowing them isn't enough. Are you actually going to apply them? Or are you just going to nod your head, feel inspired for 10 minutes, then go back to wasting time? It's only up to you.